The Marvel Cinematic Universe has become quite the beast since Iron Man kicked it off, and while the superheroes themselves are, well, marvels, they've had some heavyweight assistance from their stuff. Whether that's magical artifacts or techie gadgets, Cap, Stark, Thor, etc. have been guilty of some serious performance enhancement. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are the 10 most powerful items in the MCU. Number 10, the Yucca Arrow. It may not be big or flashy, but Yondu's Yucca Arrow is one of the most badass weapons in all of the MCU. It's made of a metal which Centurions can manipulate through high-frequency whistling, and when things look like they're getting tough for the blue guy, he simply opens his jacket, whistles, and the arrow makes short work of his enemies, large and small. It's an almost hilariously overpowered weapon which can make mincemeat out of grunt enemies in no time, and given its potency, James Gunn will probably be careful not to overuse it so that audiences aren't constantly asking, "Why isn't he whistling for the arrow? Because it's great." Number 9, the Cradle. The Cradle first appeared in Avengers Age of Ultron as a creation of scientist Helen Cho, designed to help regenerate tissue for human beings, but then Ultron used Loki's scepter to manipulate Cho into using the device to create a humanoid-esque body for him, unwittingly creating Vision. It literally made Magic Robo Jesus. That is a good box. It seems unlikely that the Cradle will feature much in the future of the MCU, but given Vision's incredible array of abilities, not to mention his worthiness in being able to pick up Mjolnir, God damn your hammer, Thor. It's tough to argue with the sheer awe-inspiring power of Cho's device, especially when combined with something as potent as the Mind Gem. Number 8, Iron Man Armor Mark 45. Tony Stark's 45th Iron Man suit comes kitted out with a new AI called Friday, and while any Iron Man suit is extremely powerful, this one comes with a laser capable of melting Ultron's vibranium exterior. Not to mention all the regular flourishes like flying, the ability to fire beams and missiles, and so on. Unlike most of the other Avengers, Iron Man is covered in one brilliant, immensely capable all-purpose weapon, and as such it's unsurprising that the various versions of this suit have more often than not been integral to saving the day, such as in the Avengers, hurling a missile through a wormhole high in the sky. Number 7, Black Hole Grenade. A grenade may not sound like a particularly potent weapon in the scope of the MCU, but this is no ordinary grenade. Hallelujah! God, I love worms. When they attack Asgard in Thor the Dark World, the Dark Elves hurl a number of these devices at the local guards, and upon detonation, they create a temporary black hole, sucking in the victim and anything in the immediate vicinity. That is not a pleasant way to die, because blowing someone into meaty chunks apparently isn't effective enough anymore. Remember, this is a PG movie. This adds literally another dimension to combat. Number 6, Hofund. How many items in the MCU are able to transport people across star systems? That's exactly the function of Heimdall's sword, Hofund, which is essentially the key to the Bifrost Bridge for when people wish to travel across the 9 realms. During the Battle of Asgard in Thor the Dark World, Heimdall also used the sword to initiate a shield perimeter around Asgard, again proving its insane level of power, and that's without even considering it as a straight-up conventional weapon. It's not as flashy as a lot of the big weapons in the MCU, but it's super cool and allows travel possibilities that other superheroes could only dream of. Number 5, the Hulkbuster Armor. After Iron Man 3 teased the appearance of the Hulkbuster Armor with the very Hulkbuster-esque Igor unit, Avengers Age of Ultron finally introduced it to deal with the Hulk when he lost his mind. With Hulk rampaging in South Africa, the Hulkbuster is one of the few items or weapons in the MCU capable of standing toe-to-toe with the big green dude. Its strength almost exactly matches his, and it has a rapid-fire punch ability which is used to immobilize a big green man for a very short while.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
And it's pretty much the only thing to have dealt with the Hulk successfully other than Black Widow's boobies. Number 4, Mjolnir. God damn it, Mjolnir. Thor's iconic hammer is an insanely powerful weapon which can deflect blasts, help him control lightning, fly in the air, plus it's enchanted by Odin so that only the worthiest can use it, namely Thor, Odin, and Vision, whilst Captain America has been able to move it just slightly. It's a great looking weapon with a ton of variety to its attacks and powers, such that it easily makes Thor one of the most potent and intimidating superheroes in the MCU. Number 3, Captain America's shield. Captain America's shield may not have as many bells and whistles as Thor's hammer, but remember when the two briefly tussled in the Avengers? The shield not only withstood the full force of Mjolnir, but deflected the damage and sent Thor flying away. It's a fantastically balanced weapon, terrific for absorbing gunfire and falls from heights that would otherwise kill a man, but also for close quarters combat and being thrown like a frisbee, attacking further away targets and even ricocheting between enemies before landing back in Cap's hands.
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
Okay,
Number 2, Gungnir, a magical spear used by whoever rules Asgard. Gungnir, god damn these names, is made from Asgardian metal and capable of firing sustained energy blast, and is also enchanted to recognize its holder as Asgard's true ruler and therefore send a destroyer to do any bidding it so wishes. Perhaps the most interesting facet of its power is the ability to harness different forms of energy, such as when Odin uses dark energy to send Thor to Earth in the Avengers, despite the Bifrost Bridge being broken in Thor. That the spear can transcend a destructive device that was built up to be so utterly devastating in Thor is mightily impressive, and that it can channel so much more than audiences haven't even seen yet only hints at its potential for future movies. And number 1, the Infinity Stones. So far we've seen several of the Infinity Stones in action, with each proving capable of mass destruction or power alone, and we know that Thanos has a serious thirst to unite them all for his Infinity Gauntlet. The stones are behind some of the most powerful entities and items in the MCU, the Tesseract, Loki's Scepter, Vision, the Ether, and there's a hint that Doctor Strange will include the Time Stone too. They are the most powerful items known to anyone in the Marvel Universe, which is sort of the point, and their power is as fearsome as it is awesome. And just wait till you see them all together on Thanos' glove. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.